It's week 8 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Browns' creative quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Browns and the Steelers, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. And we are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Huard, along for the ride in this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we got a pair of teams who both gotten off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records as we now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Yeah, you know, we try to be pros, and every game, right, is a big game, but when you have teams that have gotten off to these starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams. They look that way right now. And this is also a measuring stick game, and a great one where you don't have the consequences of lose and go home. Just a wonderful test for you, for me, for the fans, and most importantly, for those guys on the field.
Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in week 8. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And bringing them out an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. That one vehemently swatted away. And it's going to be second down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Flush down out to his left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Might just be a little late to get the ground game going, opening up this game with back-to-back passes, but when you come out of the gate slow and you put yourself behind the sticks, you really don't get into that rhythm you want to find early.
So a really tough spot here. This is third and a country mile. Fields out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Browns will go on offense. So here come the Browns on offense, readying for their opening drive. And bringing them out someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They bring their tight end left. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They go with Williams on the counter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Here we go, second and very long. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Throw on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here's a return from the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Steelers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And he's been a frequent visitor to the end zone over the first couple of months of this season. Right now actually leading the league in rushing touchdowns. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Award that tackle to Michael Hall. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Fields throwing here. Taken in by Harris. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. Throwing now on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good for a gain of 5. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Setting up a throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. He'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. This a 48-yard look for him. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they come away with some points on that series.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Harris gets it on the draw. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Fields. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become 2, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Here's Fields to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they're going to take over possession. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Motion man sent left. 2nd and 3. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
49-yard line.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 1st down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. They just get the play off. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he winds up out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the 1st quarter. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that 1st quarter. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at 2nd and 3. They send the tight end in motion. From the 44 here on 2nd down. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that gives the Browns a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll throw it yet again. Completed to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Another Cleveland Browns.
They'll throw it again. It's taken in by Williams.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Here's 2nd and 14. Flushed out of the pocket. Look at all this time. He's keeping it. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
A big loss on the play.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions you get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Steelers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he's been carrying a great campaign now into the heart of this season. He's hitting top 5 in rushing yardage. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now Fields. Roman Wilson reels it in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. First and 10, give to Harris. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Back to throw. Here's Fields. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, going left. They go play action on 1st. Hauled in left side. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. Completed over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and just 2 to go. Now looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that gives the Browns a first. off the play fake. He'll throw. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They send a tight end in motion. 1st and goal. Here's Williams. And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Williams can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Escapes out, and he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns push the lead to 20. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They haven't come up with an answer quite yet on the scoreboard, and they take over down 20-0. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2. Play action, Fields. The Browns close in and take him down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Steelers with a likely punt coming up. Here's Cameron Johnston to punt it away once more. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense needed that, Kate. Just something good to happen. Creating a negative play. You never know when this thing could turn in the NFL, and that sack is exactly what the doctor ordered.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. They stay on the ground with Williams. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. The Browns are lining up to punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will take over possession. First down throw for Fields. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Fields out of the gun. Throw secured by George Pickett. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. He lets one fly deep downfield. Well, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Another throw for Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. So it's halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top at the break. Now it's down to Florida where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the